Alright, so in the bottom right, playing for Risen, in the blue Protoss pieces, it is Nikolai.
Woo. And spotting in the top left-hand corner, it is the beautiful pink Zerg Waffles, looking very tasty tonight.
So we got quite a marathon game today.
Yeah, how so? Hey, Badge, you there? I can't hear you.
Alright, can you hear me now? Yeah, 1 second, guys. I gotta do some settings to voice. Alright, I took off voice push to talk now that I'm done eating. So,
Okay.
everyone should be able to hear me now. You just gotta watch what you say.
Solid, solid.
No, one of my buddies, Jeff, is over, so he's gonna learn some StarCraft today.
Actually, my girlfriend's looking over my shoulder right now, and she's never seen StarCraft before, so we'll see if she leaves me for this or not.
So I shouldn't talk to her about what we talked about before?
Oh, I told her about that.
What'd she say?
She thought it was pretty gross, not gonna lie.
I mean, I wasn't talking about my thing. I was talking about your thing, but
Oh no, she's well aware of my thing.
okay. I mean, you going around spewing my news. Thanks, man.
I figured you guys would never meet, so.
I mean, how far are you from Fairville?
Is that in whatever? Where are you living again? You just told me.
No,
In New
that's in
England.
North Carolina. That's the town.
Fairview? I have no idea where Fairview is.
Fairville.
Fair.
You know, Fort Bragg.
Fayetteville.
Oh, Fayetteville.
Oh, Fayetteville.
Vietnam, as they say.
We know what Fayetteville is.
Yeah. How far from there are you?
How far is it to Fayetteville? Like an hour, she says.
Hey, who knows? I'll be an hour from you one day.
Ooh, that's exciting.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, so back to this game. Speed is on the way. We got Stargate Tech coming out from our Protoss player, Nikolai. Waffles taking that third. Pretty standard play, I'd say. Wouldn't you say, bro?
I mean, he's looking pretty normal so far. Just still on one gas. He's opted to stay on gas after speed, yet he's not doing anything with this gas. And this is a mistake that I see from a lot of players, and that's sort of like it's gonna slow down his progression throughout the game. What I like to do with that second 100 gas is get Overlord speed, because that'll set you up really well for the mid game. But as of now, he's not using that gas, which is something I'll probably talk to him later. A small thing to work on, you know. But other than that, everything's looking pretty normal.
Second Stargate on the way. 2 more gates.
Ooh.
Do you think we're going to see some Mass Oracle here?
It's definitely a possibility. It's become much more popular lately. You know, it's either going to be Mass Oracle or he's going to try to make some really strange transition to like carriers really, really fast. But I'd be much happier to see the Oracles. I think that's really good right now.
And no Bane Nest or anything from Waffles right now. Only ability to build lings. I feel like he's droning hard, but he's still behind in the worker count.
Yeah, maybe missing some injects or something. I'm not sure.
I mean, he is a newly promoted plat, and where he is a solid player, it still is a plat 1 versus a plat 3.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. No. The Queen's loose, the Oracles. Oh, the massacre.
Yep. Nikolai comes in, gets 7 drone kills, gets out of here. Second Oracle joins the fray, and there's no no
He needs to be-
spores or anything. I feel like that's a mistake out of Waffles' part.
That's a very important mistake. You see that Oracle? I mean, you don't know what's coming up. You don't know if there's any more Oracles. You don't know if that's it. It's so easy to just drop down 3 spores. It's not a huge investment, and it keeps you safe from the Oracles, and it'll help you deal with DTs later on. He's finally putting down those spore crawlers. I think it could have been done a bit earlier, but I don't think Nikolai's going to take advantage of it. So I think that's a good move from him.
Those oracles in the unit.
Kind of.
I remember when I first played this one.
Got some Lings coming in, trying to hit the Protoss third.
You get this around on those adepts.
Ooh, almost got an Adept too, but that was just picking off the Stalker alone would have been a great trade.
Yeah, he made him think that he knows the timing of the third as well.
Yep. Forces him to warp in some more Zealots.
So we're going into +1 missiles, and we're going into a lurker den already.
Ooh, I was wondering where Waffles was going with this. I actually like this a lot, because he already scouted.
Oh, but look at these oracles. They're
boy.
gonna come in. They're gonna just plow through everything in the Zerg.
This makes me hate Protoss so much.
He's gonna evacuate the drones. He only lost 5 this time, and I feel like when this round of Hydras come out, though, I think he'll be able to hold his own a little bit better.
I think he will too. I think he'll be able to stabilize against the Oracles, although there is still 2 more at a time. But once he gets that critical mass of Hydras out, the Oracles aren't going to stand a chance. What I'm more worried about is that the Protoss has gotten this third base up completely uncontested. The only way Waffles has a way back into his game is to secure the 4th, because he is falling farther and farther behind. Just look at the supply, it's 65 to 104.
3 Hydras by themselves are going to get caught. And he needs to group his Hydras together once they all pop. He can't just send them in one at a time. He's not going to win those fights.
Yeah. Oracles, I believe, do extra damage to Hydras as well, because they're light.
Yep. They do. They lose to Banelings. They lose to Colossi. They lose to Oracles.
And that's honestly why this style has become so popular lately. Because Zerg are so used to saying like, oh, it's air. All we need Hydras to deal with that. But then you get out these critical mass of Oracles, and it just takes so many Hydras to be able to deal with them. They can get really efficient, especially if they can catch little groups on their own.
Would you like to see Waffles go into Spire Tech, or would you rather see him stay in Hydra?
I think Spire Tech would have been an option earlier, but he's already too invested into the Hydras. He's gotten that 1-1 out. He has a Lurker Den. To try and move up to a new tech now, I feel like it's too hard of an investment, especially when he's already behind economically.
Yep, he's 9 workers behind, almost double the army supply in the favor of our Protoss and Nikolai. And no map vision either for Waffles. I feel like that's gonna hurt him too. His Overlord spread isn't the greatest. His Queen's gonna get sniped, and he's just gonna go town on that 1 spore, and he's gonna go town on all of these drones. 20 drones go down.
Yeah, he was taking a decent trade against the ground, but the Oracles,
are
what was going on.
They're gonna come in, and I feel like they're just gonna end this game for Nikolai. And I feel this is Risen's first game, but they are at an energy now, so.
But it's only a matter of time.
+2 on the way.
I mean, Nikolai is potentially giving Waffles a way back into this game. He has 4,000 minerals, 1,300 gas. If he was just to put down, 15 gateways right now and just kept warping in adepts,
Anything. Any
Waffles just doesn't have the
unit.
economy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he could just turn that cash into army, then this game would be over right then and there. I still think he's good. He's in a very strong position.
Easy.
But he
Easily,
definitely
yes.
could seal the deal with that.
There's that Spire we were talking about, but I feel like it's too little, too late, and it's just going to be a slow, painful death for our pink Zerg Waffles.
Even more so because Nikolai is predicting it. He's gone into Phoenix production, which is a counter to all Spire play. Or at least Mutalisk.
Oh, he canceled them though. Or they either that or they popped. They popped.
Move up. We'll see if Waffles can hold on for this next attack.
This is these zealots have these are charge lots. They have their legs. Lots of stalkers, and these lings are gonna come out and they're gonna meet these charge lots head on and get evaporated.
That was quite
But
a
plus
hard
2 is
fight.
just about to finish. Plus 2 is just finished. So it's plus 2, plus 1 versus 1-1.
Nikolai, you know, he's playing this well. He's taking his time. You know, he knows he takes down this base. He's up a base. Just little by little, he's gonna strangle this Zerg to death.
But plus 2s are both about to finish in 12 seconds. And yeah, these oracles are gonna come in, clean everything up. Waffles has, and I expect a GG here anytime soon. Yes,
Yep.
mutas are on the way, but I don't think Nikolai's gonna give them the time to even get these back.
Does not look like it.
25
You know what?
go down, workers go down. I just get the surround on them.
I think he's waiting for these mutas to pop, but it's not gonna matter.
I'm pretty sure they even killed the eggs that they were forming in. I mean, there's 4 stalkers here, 5 stalkers. That's plenty to deal with. Two GG's called,
GG.
and Nikolai secures game 1 for Ashes.